Street Geeks Roman Randy. I'm here with Miss Jessie, and Lara is behind the camera but got a mic on. So tonight's gonna be a fucking random show because really I have nothing fucking planned because just really everything just needs to go away. Especially cats playing fucking toys.
And Lara finally finished Orange is the New Black.
Yep. I took care of the cat. I took care of Ringo via boot to the head.
And the new Voltron.
I fucking hate the new Voltron.
You only watched a little bit of it.
No, I've watched more today at work.
But I was going to say, all I was saying was what I remember is you watching some of it.
I watched like the first 2 episodes with you, and I can't stand it. I really can't. Like, how far do DreamWorks have to go? And I agreed with people I need to stop saying fuck so much because that's who's listening. And a lot of people at my work and stuff like that. My problem with it is DreamWorks took a great show and they tried to kidify every ounce of it.
Well, it was originally a kid's show for the American version.
The American version was supposed to be kid-friendly, but it was on that edge of kid-friendly to, yes.
General Hardware issue.
What is it?
It's got 3.
Yeah.
It's also showing 4, too. So it's got a Navy issue, which
That's fine.
that's fixable, but General
You need to vacuum it out.
vacuuming out and checking the solders.
That's fine.
I will borrow once we get into it.
Yeah. Just don't crack
No, once we get into it, with your help,
it. We'll do it.
I will borrow the soldering iron from my dad. I can solder.
Okay, there we go. Fixing Xbox 360s 10 years later.
I don't really like the way they drew the new Voltron, but
I don't like it either. Should I just go through my list of things I fucking hate? I already hate already.
Might as well.
I hate that Keith's not the absolute leader. I hate that they change. I don't mind the whole Shiro spin change. That's fine and dandy. I don't mind that. I hate that Allura looks Polynesian. You know, I'm sorry. Blonde hair, blue eyes, wearing big pink dress like Princess Peach. Perfect. What the hell is this fucking Atlantis? White-haired Atlantis, the Lost Empire thing. I think you just broke your mic.
no, it's still working.
Alright. This whole... she looks like she's out of Disney's Atlantis.
I see the lights when she was messing with it.
You know, I'm sorry. Is people doing any... I want to see what the reviews for Voltron is. I want to see the reviews. Somehow it's got a 100% of Rotten Tomatoes. And it's an 8.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
Well, to be fair, not every episode ends the same way, so...
Yeah. I
don't remember the original, so...
For those of you who haven't seen it, we may be discussing spoilers.
I'm not going to discuss spoilers.
I'm talking about the fact that I've not seen the original.
And also, the biggest thing that just tears right into my soul is they ruined Koran.
Make him a little bitch.
Koran was supposed to be this dignified man, you know, in a tux, who would be like, we need to make sure that the castle is well defended. Not like, oh my god, it's zany, like I'm the dad from Wild Thornberries. I mean, really? What the hell? Come on!
Korean did not need to be Australian.
Koran didn't need to be Australian. He didn't need voiced by a Tim Curry sound-alike from the Wild Thornberries.
I thought he was a little whiny bitch.
Koran's not supposed to be that. Koran's supposed to be that guy who's supposed to be the right hand of Princess Allura. Because let's be honest here, okay? Let's be honest with the original Voltron. Allura is the queen. She's not a princess. Alfor is dead. His wife's no longer around. So it means she's heir to the throne. She's a queen. Let's not get this whole princess. She's the queen. Let's be honest here.
Was her father died in the original?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where they find the last key was supposed to be in his crypt. And instead of them having, so they find the crypt, the space mice have it, which I will give the new Voltron this. At least the space mice are kind of like, in the background. They're not like main freaking characters.
I will say this though, I mean the fact that I don't know. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I hate when I do that. Careful.
I don't know. It's
Miss Jessie is still under the influence of a kidney stone tonight, and may be taking some funky medications as a result.
I have. No pain meds, just antibiotics.
They,
They don't. I don't know if pain meds would even help.
they help, trust me. And maybe the only way you get to sleep.
I've got Celexa.
yeah. So let's see here. It's just
Although they did say the antibiotics might kick you out. I didn't sleep well last night.
at least they've got like the whole thing down. They took out all the techno jarble for Voltron. I will give that there. You don't need to have dinotherms and mega thrusters and stuff. They got rid of that crap. Like the 80s overdone things like sanoflanges and mega thrusters and dinotherms. And why do we need that? Was just techno babble for the 80s. And it's great. As long as they don't go through.
And they don't have the planet Doom.
Yeah, they don't have Planet Doom.
And Hagar's a druid.
Yeah, which is just weird. Oh, and they're not pilots; they're paladins. Which that's another thing. Is just
Weird.
my head just self-destructs on. They're paladins. Why are they paladins? They're pilots, okay? They get it right with Lance, Pidge, and Hump. They get that down.
Pidge is a girl.
Pidge is not a girl.
Pidge is a girl.
Maybe the one who voices, but not.
Pidge is a girl in this version of Voltron.
They immediately out that Pidge is a girl eventually.
Not immediately, but yeah.
Okay, well, never mind. So we have a lesbian pilot, whatever.
Tomboy, lesbian, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Fly your rainbow flag, but don't tread on me. Milo, you're not going to be happy. There you go. Moving on. It just racks my head that, we're going through and we have to ruin 80s classics. I'm not going to get into the whole Ghostbusters thing because I'm going to go watch that next month. I'm going to watch that train wreck, even though I've heard every spoiler for that film.
Which I haven't,
Oh, come on.
and I don't want to.
You have to think something that both the feminists and the MRAs hate has to be good.
No. Why do feminists hate it?
I don't know. If the ultra-feminist and the MRAs hate it, it has to be good.
No, but you have social justice warriors who applaud it. Then they go to James Rolfe, because he said that he's not going to review it, and they go, "You're evil and you're this." We've
already seen the movie. I mean,
but he's not seen the movie. He literally just made a video for his YouTube channel and says, "I'm not going to review the movie. I'm going to go see it, but I'm not going to review it because I have no expectations for it." And this is one of those films where you have to lose your expectations. It's like a 9-10-year-old Star Trek fan that's like, I've not seen a Star Trek film before, and the first movie you show them is the motion picture. And I'm sorry, Star Trek the motion picture is a steaming pile of garbage.
but it is still better than Star Trek V.
No. Star Trek 5 doesn't have the weird bald chick in it.
Star Trek V is not a Star Trek movie. It does not exist.
No, Star Trek 5 is William Shatner jerking off onto on the script pages and go, "This works!" And then wipes it up with his toupee.
It should belong on most video stores on the shelf next to Highlander 2.
If our basement was clean, I would build a replica video store. Because I used to love video stores. I used to love the trips to the video store.
We still have one in Terre Haute.
Yeah, but it's not the same anymore, you know? It's not... Let's be honest here. Family Video's got, what, maybe a few more years left in its life and it's going to be phased the hell out. With Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, everything...
Redbox.
Red boxes are starting to go away.
And you can rent videos on YouTube now.
Yeah, you can buy movies on YouTube.
And Amazon.
And Amazon, and, you know, Vudu, and Xbox Live, and PSN, and the Microsoft Store the Windows Store, and the Google Store, and iTunes. The movie watching experience is gone. You know, I remember the 80s and 90s, you know, going to the video store.
You know, like you said, there's one thing that I missed, even though it was very difficult for me because of my vision, but the experience was interesting. Is the drive-in theaters.
Yeah.
Oh, we have plenty of those in Pennsylvania.
Drive-in theaters is still one of those things that I still love. You know, I know you switch away from video stores. Drive-in theaters and video stores, I absolutely love the drive-in. That's why I want to get the 100-inch screen that's inflatable and stick it out back and, you know, put our projector up. You know, SummerSlam is going to getting dark about what, 7, 8 o'clock.
Maybe.
Probably about 8 o'clock. It'll start getting dark. You know, that's the great time to do it. But
it's just, I like I said, I know it was, I had a hard time because of seeing them, because of my vision, but, you know, it is an experience to that our younger generation is losing out.
yeah,
See, we had 3 within driving distance where I lived. A place called The Point, you could bring in your own snacks.
well,
We used to go to the Amish store, pick up snacks, and then go. Except they wouldn't show rated R movies. Because they were trying to be a family place.
Which I can understand that though too.
I remember going to see South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut at the drive-in. I remember seeing E.T. about 3 times. I saw Jurassic Park 21 times at the drive-in. Because there was a drive-in right next to the apartment complex that my dad lived at. And so my dad's like, here's somebody, go to Walmart, get what you need. And no joke, they had a roof ladder like we got down there, and it was... No, actually, that was in the Wadads. We found it for dirt cheap in the Wadads. No, it was a yard sale, sorry. Yard sale. We had a guy named Eugene Tharp, who was my friend when I lived with my dad's. Found a roof ladder, and the guy wanted $5 for it. We're like, cool. And we stuck it in my dad's apartment, kept it underneath the awning of this thing. And what we do is every night we'd go up there with 2 high-powered binoculars. We'd sit on the roof, and we'd watch the movies from the drive-in, and have it queued up on the radio dial, and listen to the movies, and eat popcorn, and stuff like that. Till one time, till the Noblesville Police Department asked us what the fuck we were doing on the roof of the house.
You told them?
It was funny, 'cause they were like, Small Slim, what are you doing on the roof? We're watching movies. You know that's stealing, right? No, it's not. Get down. Apparently some crazy woman looked up and saw us up there and saw us up. We were like, yeah, we were watching, I think, what were we watching? We were watching Die Hard 2. Die Hard 2 or some action movie. And we're like, yeah, go shoot him. And they thought we were going to jump from the roof.
I saw the original Iron Man in the drive-thru. One of the Hulk movies.
I don't really remember.
2 of my nephews who aren't my criminal nephew.
Aren't your criminal nephew?
Huh?
Aren't your criminal nephew, huh?
I don't remember what movies because it's been such a long time for me.
I saw the remake of Karate Kid with my niece.
You mean the Kung Fu Kid?
Yeah, that one.
That movie's not karate, it's Kung Fu. Jackie Chan studies Kung Fu. He is not a karate master. Pat Morita may have been, but...
I tried to sleep through the final Twilight movie.
Hey, the final Twilight movie show you how Invictus have to properly act.
I've only seen one Twilight movie.
Well, I had to take my niece there, and she was like clapping when it was going on. It's like was in a Ford Taurus. I rolled the window down and said, Rosie, we don't clap for bad cinema.
Yeah.
If we get the Jeep running sometime this year, we have Anthony and I take my vacation. We might go to Cinema 67, and I'll just take some lawn chairs and throw them out there. And bring a radio and just say, F it. Watch the movie there.
Right.
$10 a carload. Then every year, Rod and Todd put out the American flag with the rainbow flag. Rod and Todd stay in the concession area. Well, every week, some redneck walks over and burns either hoists the Confederate flag or burns their rainbow flag. No one had a problem with Rod and Todd being gay when they owned the Tivoli and the drive-in, but when they sold the Tivoli to the city so that it could be used as a historical landmark, and I'm sorry, I will say this is my hometown of Spencer, that LED display board for that classic theater is garbage. Get rid of it. It's not hard to pay someone to have an old-fashioned marquee to hang stuff up on.
No.
I hate LED boards. Like, you have this pristine, 1920s theater that's on the historical registry, and what do? You put a giant LED scoreboard thing that lights up and makes different colors and stuff like that. That's just tacky and stupid.
I would agree.
But I remember going to the Tivoli Theater. I remember watching a lot of great films at the Tivoli Theater. That's where I had my first date. I saw Star Trek Generations as my first date. Yeah, I know,
You should have
right?
waited for first contact.
Yeah, well, I was in the 6th grade and didn't know any better. And it turns out that girl became my attorney, too, which is funny.
But, a lot of our childhood memories are disappearing.
Yeah, the drive-ins are going away.
The drive-ins.
Movie theaters, the mom and pop movie theaters are going away for these big corporate conglomerates. Oh, I'm sorry, the communist corporate conglomerates, because, AMC is owned by the Chinese corporate communist bastards.
The only place left that you can drive in and sit in your car and get food is now Sonic, and it's not even
There's other places.
I mean, that I'm talking about far as, like, Dog and Suds was one of my favorites.
Dog and Suds, Dog and Suds is hit or miss.
I'm just saying, I love the style. I love there used to be a place where you can go. I think there's still a place in Brazil somewhere near there where you can go and sit and get a root beer drink, and still in the cold muds and everything. But last time I've been to Sonic, they don't do the thing on the window anymore and give you your food. No,
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Not at Sonic.
They did when we went there.
I just went there a couple of days ago, or so, or not a couple of days ago, but the one time when I went with, remember when I went to East Walmart with Mimi?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Sonic
Did you go through the drive-thru or did you park?
Park. We parked, sat there and parked and ate our food. And he brought our drinks out, and there was a tray that had the cup holders around the area where the drinks were in. Because it was my dad and my grandma and me and Donna, and yeah, the food was handed to us, and
I was gonna say, the food at Sonic isn't really that good, though.
No, they're not. Well, their burgers aren't bad, but they're expensive.
Yeah, the burger was amazing.
Sonic's burgers are amazing because they actually use like the fresh ingredients like that.
I had a double cheese bacon burger.
You're making me hungry. I hope you know that. I hope you both can go to hell to make me hungry.
Sorry.
I can't eat Sonic anymore, which really. Damn it, Blake!
I miss the Purple Cow.
Purple
The
Cow?
what?
It was a local ice cream place
Oh.
between Lewisburg and Mecklenburg.
Well, speaking of missing local ice cream places, I miss Gillies.
The hell?
Gillies was a little place right there in the north end, just outside of the city limits,
Okay.
where he had a a little place where he sold ice cream. And he had where you could do a regular cone with one or two scoops, or he had the double cone where you can do anywhere from 3 to 4 scoops of ice cream. And he would have the pumpkin ice cream, the
I don't know who the hell gets pumpkin ice cream. People are weird.
I love the pumpkin ice cream, okay?
Oh, next year say you like pumpkin spice everything.
No.
But with the purple cow, you could go take your dog. They had a place you could let your dog run around. You could get your dog a little bowl of ice cream. They'd put a bone on top of it.
Aww. Yeah, oh, speaking of that.
And of course, one time my sister's dog ate the bowl. The styrofoam bowl. But she didn't touch the dog biscuit.
My Mimi's first cousin, Sherman,
Yeah.
he would take his dog, Jody, to Gillies every time he went. And he went 2-3 times all the time, a week, and get ice cream, and he would get his dog ice cream. So, yeah.
Really?
What?
Not my wallet.
After 2 days of looking for it.
Fucking ADHD. So yeah, I understand the Gillies thing. It's really, there wasn't really places like that in Spencer. I know there was like a couple who tried to open an ice cream shop, but they also tried to open like a restaurant that had like video games and stuff like that for their kids. And I remember it because I went there a few times because, well, I was trying to nail Heather Dan at the time.
Don't surprise me.
Well, I've already called a homewrecker today. What else could be happened today?
I don't know, I don't want to trust it.
I cannot believe that I got called a homewrecker. That just makes me... I don't know if I should wear it like a badge of honor or a badge of shame. It's one of those things just like, dear God. Hello, those listening to the chat. I hope you enjoyed this show.
Lara has no opinion.
You have no opinion. You're just like, whatever.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh. But, so...
Well, it is true some people can overreact to things, but
I hope this leads to me going to the Jerry Springer show. I will totally go on the Jerry Springer show.
and we will totally videotape it.
We'll totally record that episode. I will record that episode and I will put it on YouTube, and every time Jerry Springer show keeps copyrighting it, I'll just keep throwing it back up there. You know?
You know he'd probably end up taking me with it.
Probably. I know one time when I was in Bloomington Domain, we actually considered faking a story to get on Jerry Springer because the hotel they put Jerry Springer guest in is the same hotel that they had for a con. Now, if you got on a Friday show, they let you stay there. They keep you a couple extra days. You come up, you stay Friday. They let you stay until Sunday. They'll swing for you to come for the extra 2 days. Because it's more expensive to fly you home on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But if they fly you in on Thursday, you do the show on Friday, and then you can stay for a couple days in Chicago and leave on a Sunday, or leave on a Sunday or Monday. It's cost effective for them.
Do you really want to be the type of person who's on Jerry Springer?
We were getting to that. So it was Maria. It was Maria. I forget Maria's last name, but she's basically like your stereotypical goth chick with 30,000 tattoos. Basically a shorter version of Abby Suko, but more of a whore. Me and Eric Konopke, because me and Eric Konopke have done Shakespeare together, stuff like that in high school. We sat down, we're like, shit, we want to go to this con. It was neglect, where Heather ruined the con, by the way.
Yeah?
So, we go and me and Eric are talking, and we're like, Eric's like, I really want to go, and we're trying to develop this story up, and we're like, here, we got it. Randy, you and Maria are together, but secretly she's with you. She's secretly with Eric, but Randy, you're also with Eric as well. And Eric's like, we could stage combat and everything. Or we could go up there and make Jerry Springer history and just shake hands and walk away.
I can't believe that show's still on.
I can't believe it's on either. That and Judge Judy. I don't know how Judge Judy's still on the air too. But we literally came down to this and we called and they approved us. They approved us. They were getting ready to send us plane tickets and everything. Maria got cold feet because her husband just found out about it. And he didn't like the cam at the time. He thought the cam was stupid. So, yeah. But anyways, I sold an arcade. I got to go to that con, and that was a fun con until, you know, Requiem was fun for the first hour and a half till Heather Berlin of Terre Haute decides to go, I want to astro project in the picture, and then the STs just go, oh, the STs literally throw the con Bible in the air and go, we're gonna go drink now. Have a nice day. That was the same con where we had a gang warfare going on, a quinceanera that was supposed to be a players' ball, where 15 to 18-year-old boys dressed like pimps were walking into our game and propositioning girls. We had the Red Hat Society, which is these tired old biddies wearing red hats for a luncheon. And one of them, my aunt walked by and I was literally playing my racist werewolf and I went on one of my racial tirades in character and my aunt walks her, grabs me by the shoulder and pulls me out of there screaming at me and I'm like, look, this is a game. I'm just playing a character. Like, people called security on my aunt. And I didn't hear the end of that family reunion. What the fuck are they doing? Dear God.
Girl things.
They're the loudest lesbians I've ever known in my life. You know, you're supposed to be in the closet and be quiet. What would Harry Potter do?
The opinions voiced by Randy are not necessarily those of this station or its management.
You got an issue, 7streetgeeks@gmail.com. I'll be happy to answer your email politely.
To quote Yellowbeard, that is what we in the Royal Navy call a lie.
That's not a lie. I will answer emails. I've already answered enough 8 mails as it is. Besides, Twitter actually worked for me for once.
Well, you need to keep using Twitter.
I am. Someone who has used the Twitter name Nero gave a thumbs up on our show. I wonder who uses the name Nero on Twitter.
I don't.
Milo Yiannopoulos. When I went off on radical Islam.
No, let's call it reactionary Islam.
No, it's called radical Islam. Let's just call it what it is.
Because radical has a specific meaning in political context, and it has to be to the left.
All right, then let's call it what it is.
If you're trying to drag people back to the 14th century, you're reactionary. In political and religion.
Alright, fine, whatever. So, while Jesse's back, let's talk a little wrestling. Because big wrestling news came out yesterday.
The WWE has finally realized it's all a scam.
No, their stock is a scam. So a bunch of people got rich and their stock, okay, this is how their stock works. Their stock usually maintains about $12 to $17. It does better than Twitter stock. But what they do is they usually do it, and then about WrestleMania time, it'll jump up to $25 to $30, and then after WrestleMania, it'll dip back down.
Oh, excuse me.
So,
That.
this is Jesse.
Trying to.
So, the big news of WWE's Roman Reigns suspended for drugs. He failed the wellness policy. This was their guy. This was their golden goose who failed the wellness policy. They weren't good drugs. They weren't bad drugs. They were drugs.
I may have to get up again and get cold. I'm getting cold.
But the simple fact that he failed the wellness policy. And from what Dave Meltzer has reported on the wrestling